Ho 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 ho! Hello, nerds! Ooh, this week's hero is me, Slightly Sloshed Santa. It seems your jerk of a co-host took my spot on the Asgardian Space Christmas flight, so I'm here to take what Santa wants! Ho 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 ho! But Matt, Jack, you've been such good boys. You're going to get what you wanted for Christmas. Jack, you get a roll of hoodies. Punk band hoodies, 365 of them.
Hell yeah.
And I introduce you all, ladies and gentlemen, to the first official episode of Mattcast. Ho ho ho!
My time has come.
It sure has, good boy. And as a special treat, I beg you each look behind you into your stockings. Santa gave you a gift.
That stocking was there before you showed up. How did this happen?
Santa is ever present. Present, get it? Ho, ho.
This is mine.
That's right. Shit you've already owned. This week's episode is a shitty clip show. Ho ho ho. I was trying to shove this whiskey into my mouth hole.
Wrong. Speaking of always wrong, I have a little game I want to play with you guys. Are y'all ready?
What's up?
We're going to introduce a new segment here, tentatively titled Stranger Than Fiction. It's going to be a lightning round trivia in which I ask each of you one question. I give you a scenario, and you say whether or not it is real or utter bullshit. Points will be calculated, and the winner will receive the ability to travel to Spain to grave. I don't know. I got nothing. Y'all ready?
Let's go.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Who wants to take the first bullet? Let me look at the rotation here. We're going to go Jack, Jordan, Matt. Ready?
All right.
All right, Jack. Uncle Ted, also known as Ted Nugent, started dating a 17-year-old whenever he was 30 and decided to get legal guardianship of her.
It's true.
So true. Dirty Uncle Ted.
Yeah. That's
1
definitely
point
true.
to Jack. Jordan. Mario. You may have heard of him, the plumber.
Amen. Okay. Wrong Mario.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No, not him. The other one, yeah. Was named after Nintendo of America's asshole landlord.
I remember where Mario got his name. I didn't think that was that, though. I'm going to say false. Yeah, well.
It's absolutely true. They had an asshole
I've heard that
landlord who was
before.
charging them back rent from their warehouse, and they decided, because he was such a dick and created a huge scene, they'd name Jumpman, in America's version of Mario, after him. Years later, he stated, where's my fucking comeuppance? Where's my pay for y'all using my name? And they're like, well, if you weren't such a dick, you'd get paid. Most famous video game character ever was named after an asshole.
I love
Matt, you ready for another Nintendo question?
Sure. Bring it.
CEO of Nintendo of America, Reggie, first applied to Sega before applying to Nintendo.
I'm gonna say false. I think he applied to Atari.
All right, asshole. You and Jack are in the lead with 1 point. Jack,
Yeah.
you can buy an Abraham Lincoln scented candle at Amazon.com.
Oh, absolutely.
2 points to Jack. I'm throwing him the slow balls. You'll get that right.
Fuck that. It's in my cart.
Jordan. Dr. Eggman was actually based off of John Wayne
I'm
Gacy.
gonna go false on that.
All right, point for Jordan. You're now on the board. Jack is in the lead. And Matt. Lara Croft has been proposed to over 36 times.
Over? Oh yeah, true.
All right. So now we have 2, 1, and 2. Tiebreaker. I'm going to give y'all a scenario here. First one to guess correct will get 3 billion points and win.
I could use those for my lose-a-turn reward.
You'd use those. Okay. We're going to
You get your turn
go
back?
with 2017. A fictional character enters a real-life store with the intent to rob it.
Yes, true.
This isn't a true or false anymore.
Damn it.
You now first person to guess the perpetrator who is a fictional
Bugs
character
Bunny.
in a real-life scenario gets the points.
But not
Chewbacca.
Bugs Bunny.
A masked menace enters a Go-Go's corner store last month and demands money. The intent is to force the cashier
Darth
to
Vader.
hand them all of their cash.
Hamburger.
Oh,
And
there
Jordan
it
with
is.
3 billion points. I'm afraid you're slightly
Yes.
over
Makes
Matt and
sense.
Jack's 2 points. Darth Vader.
Damn it. Damn it.
Okay, let me try one more. It's
1-1.
still anybody's game.
All right.
In 2015, a masked menace enters a convenience store with the intent to rob it and
Darth
force the cashier.
Darth Vader.
Jordan wins with 6 billion points. I found out today Darth Vader's a busy motherfucker, robbing stores left and right. In the first scenario that happened last month, Darth Vader was robbing a gas station and tripped and fell on his fucking ass, grabbed cash, and ran out the door.
I want the day where we get in 2032 at in Dagobah.
In the second scenario, the cashier grabbed the closest weapon to him, which wasn't a lightsaber, but a bottle of blue cheese dressing, and threw it at Darth Vader's face. Darth Vader, even though he was armed with a gun, took the bottle to the face and ran the fuck away, crying without any money. He was busted by cops. His face was fucked up. It was a deadly-ass
blue
bottle
cheese,
of blue
though.
cheese. Y'all beware. Gross.
I hate that shit. I'd probably cry too if it hit me in the face.
So, gentlemen, I have more than one question I'd like to ask you. In fact, I'd like to go ahead and take you to a place I love to call Stranger Than Fiction.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I
there's
may
only
have
2
more
of
than
you
one
today,
answer.
so y'all are just gonna have to fight to the death here.
All right. Oh, wait. Are we... Is this a speed round, or...
Yeah, there's gonna be a little bit of a speed round. I mean, it's not, you don't really have to rush.
Oh, okay. We're each getting our own question.
There's
Oh
3
yes,
million
yes.
points on
Y'all aren't
mine.
going. Yeah, you guys aren't fighting. Like I don't. Oh, yeah, I was just saying it's just a 1v1 rather
I
than.
mean, we can
3.
still fight to the death, right?
Yeah, let's just do that instead.
All right, Jack. You ready?
Someone want to try to beatbox a theme? I'm just kidding. Please don't.
No. We're not that bad.
Matt, I'm gonna make you suffer by giving this question, which is perfectly aimed towards your wheelhouse, to Jack.
I'm gonna look away so he can't read my poker face.
He did that shit to me last week. Give y'all the
What a
Nintendo
jerk.
shit.
Man, he's giving you mind games. Alright, Jack. There's a protein in the human body that's created by a gene. And the protein and the gene share the same name. It's responsible for separating your left and right lobe and for making sure you have 2 amounts of eyes, the correct amount of eyes. And this gene is known scientifically as Sonic Hedgehog gene and Sonic Hedgehog protein.
Just because I want it to be, I'm gonna say true.
And you would get a point for that.
What the fuck?
Welcome to reality. Matt, I'm curious to know what your take on that would have been.
That is not the scientific name for that gene.
It is the only acceptable scientific name for it. It is not shortened. You can say SHH as an abbreviation, but the technical name has and always will be Sonic Hedgehog.
For the protein?
And the gene that produces the protein as well. Yep. I should have given that question to you. I like it when y'all lose. So, to turn the tables, Matt, you'll get a Zelda question.
Okay.
The original Japanese version of Legend of Zelda included an enemy that was weak to arrows on the NES. However, on the Famicom, it was not weak to arrows. In order to kill it, you'd have to shout into your controller.
False. Fiction.
Jack has 1 point. Matt is not on the board yet. There
Totally
was a
true.
peripheral on the Famicom system that would accept audio into the controller, and the
I think I picked up on vibration, I guess, of some sort. Or...
no, it was a microphone. It was a full
Oh,
Yeah,
it was?
microphones
Okay.
are really simple, but
and it was built into the controllers for an expansion for the Famicom. In future editions, they did allow it to be weak to arrows as well on further Japanese releases, I believe.
I didn't think it came out on the Famicom.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, Jack. Gotta think of which one I want to give it to you. Okay. In 1990, when The Wizard was being filmed, starring Fred Savage as Big Brother Corey, Fred Savage's little brother, Ben Savage, who would later be known for playing Big Brother Corey. No, Little Brother Corey.
Still Little Brother Corey, yeah.
Little Brother Corey. But Big Brother Corey was Fred Savage in Wizard. Are you following along? I hope not.
Yes.
I'm trying to obfuscate the truth. While on set, Ben Savage stole a prototype of the Power Glove from the set.
Just because I've always thought, wait,
Fred Savage was the star. Ben Savage was on set with his brother.
I'm going to say false.
Jack with 2 points. Matt's not on the board.
Because Fred Savage is an asshole, Ben Savage isn't.
You just think that because of that one episode of Boy Meets World.
I know.
Such a bad decision.
Hey, I got a point, so.
Matt, there's a hidden Sean Connery skin on Nintendo 64's GoldenEye where you can actually look.
True.
Okay. Fuck.
I've had
That's on
that
the
skin
board.
before.
Oh, nice.
Do you got more?
I do.
Is this going to be our lightning round? Because if it is, I've got some for you.
Ooh, twist.
Let me give each of you one more. Is that where we're at?
Yep.
Yeah, let's do that.
Let me give each of you one more, and then if I need a tiebreaker, I will. But you're gonna challenge me here too before.
Oh, I'm bringing you up here. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, let's see how
So
many. I've got 4 questions for you.
Ooh.
Okay, then. All right. Let me finish your 2 basic ones, and then you give me 4, and then we'll run a tiebreaker if we have to.
Yep.
And I'm not eligible for the tiebreaker, so I just have to win.
You'll have to get all 4 of them right.
All right, Jack. The PlayStation was originally a Nintendo console, the SNES CD.
False.
I'm afraid it was true, buddy.
I should've said true
Nintendo
just 'cause it
constricted
sounds so
Sony
bizarre.
for help to make a SNES CD attachment, and you know what? I'm gonna have to explain that story in great detail at some point. It's actually super fucking crazy. Sony even went over to Sega after Nintendo pretty much gave them the boot at the last second, and Sega was like,
Really?
"No, we don't want your dumb shit." So Sony's like,
Wow.
"Okay, well, I guess we'll just
Release
make
it.
a game console, see how that works for us."
Wow.
Yeah,
Interesting.
we're gonna have to
Crazy.
talk about that in detail maybe next week.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right, Matt.
I'm sorry, I was dying off screen.
You're all good. So
Bring
it's
it.
2-1 right now. You have a chance to bring this to a tie.
All right.
There's a secret level select in Sonic 3D Blast, so long as you punch the console, perhaps even pee on it.
I can't remember which one Sonic 3D Blast was. I'm going with True.
No, Sega Genesis. Sorry.
True would be correct. The game developer was such a shithole, and he later announced all of his secrets to getting his games officially approved by Sega, in which anytime a glitch were to occur in the game, it would automatically load a random level, a bonus level,
Yeah.
or a level select and announce it as being a secret. So when the game would glitch or crash, it just added additional content so it would not crash during the testing
Oh,
phase.
that's brilliant.
Wow.
In most of the released games, he took this functionality out, but in Sonic 3D Blast, that testing bonus feature is still in. So if the game glitches because you hit the console or something like that, it'll take you to a secret. Welcome, you've achieved a special bonus level select option.
Yeah.
So
I
y'all are
think I
tied.
remember that.
Y'all are tied 2-2, so hit me, Matt.
All right. Chuck, which came first? The big friendly giant or the big fucking gun? This one's not a
Big fucking gun.
big fucking... All right, you missed that one.
I suck.
BFG in Doom originally stood for Big Fraggin' Gun.
Fuck you. All right, you're right.
Fiction or...
Oh, this is a second question.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Oh, I wonder if you're okay, I thought that was the answer last thing. I believe it was Big Fracking Gun, or not fracking, Big Frigging Gun. They didn't they didn't actually say fucking gun, but it was Big Fucking Gun.
It was a kind of a trick question, but one of the first interpretations was Big Fragging Gun, also Big Friggin' Gun. I'm going to go ahead and give you the point for that one.
Okay, I guess that feels like 0.5, but okay.
It's hard to track down what the original meaning was. But,
Yeah.
The first one you missed, though, it was Big Friendly Giant for BFG. That was 1982. So.
Okay.
All right. Your third question. So you've got 1 point. Third question. The children in Stranger Things call the alternate universe the other side.
Incorrect, sir. That is definitely false. It's the upside down.
All right. You got 2. Nobuo Uematsu's favorite chocobo is the Black Chocobo of Death.
I'm gonna say false because I don't know of a black chocobo of death.
I'm
I'd assume
sorry,
he'd say the
you
golden.
are incorrect. You are incorrect, sir.
Black chocobo of death?
Yes.
Does
He
that
announced
exist,
that-
or is that exist in one of the games?
Yeah, where, like, what, which,
He
Which one?
announced that this is inside information. You wouldn't have a chance of knowing that without guessing. He announced that at a Distant Worlds concert in Houston, Texas. I think in 2005.
That's
He had a
amazing.
translator with him doing a Q&A after the concert. People were asking him questions. Someone asked him, "Hey, what's your favorite chocobo?" He grabs the microphone from the translator immediately, and he goes, "Black chocobo." And then he holds up a finger to everyone because they're all laughing, and he's like, "Black chocobo of death." And then he hands it back.
Holy shit, that's amazing.
that's so awesome.
Oh
Fuck yeah.
my god.
It was a wonderful moment in my childhood.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
my
so
god, that is
cool.
unbelievable. That is so amazing. Thank you for that. You just made my life.
Yeah.
Well,
gotta see-
fortunately,
I
Chuck,
gotta see
you
if I can
got
find a
2
video of
points
it.
and 4 questions. Jack and I have had 3 questions, so the tiebreaker is between us, isn't it?
Yeah, I believe that's the case. Either way, I feel like my first point's just half a point anyway. So I humbly bow out. Thank you for Thank you for that. That was fucking fun.
Yeah.
So now, fuck both of you. It's the first to answer and answer correctly wins. Do you have your listening ears on, folks? Jack, you ready?
Yep.
In the Japanese Street Fighter series, the boxer known as Balrog is M. Bison. The cage fighter Vega is Balrog. The maniacal-caped badass M. Bison is Vega. If a spinning bird kick leaves Chicago Station at 2 a.m. and a sonic boom departs from Manhattan at 3 p.m., who is most likely going to file a lawsuit against Capcom USA for using their likeness and name?
Vega.
Marvel?
I think I added a bit too much.
That was really hard to
Sonic
follow.
the Hedgehog. I don't know. Yeah,
Mega
you know
Man.
what? I think I'm either gonna go with Nintendo or Microsoft. Just
We're
because
talking
they're
about
both
an
assholes.
individual, and let's go ahead and forget any of my spinning bird kick obfuscation. Japanese Street Fighter series. The boxer known as Balrog in America is known as M. Bison. The cage fighter Vega is known as Balrog in Japan, and M. Bison is known as Vega. This was to deter a potential lawsuit. Capcom USA did this, and to this day still does it. These names are still the same in Japan, and changed for all American releases.
Yeah, I can't follow that. So my guess is M. Bison.
M. Bison was the boxer in the Japanese version, who also has facial tattoos and is known as Mike Bison.
Mike Tyson, then?
Yeah, they just modeled their boxing badass as Mike Tyson, and
I need fucking ibuprofen now.
okay. Well, I feel dirty for hurting y'all. Like
I know,
that.
that one was dirty.
Yeah, that was brutal. It was super brutal.
Well, gents, sorry.
Well,
for
hey, I got one more.
Oh yeah. Hit me.
Yeah. Million points to whoever gets this one right. So I can no longer be the winner. What is the hottest, quote, 8-bit game, unquote, right now?
I'm gonna go with Drug Wars for the TI-83. And I'll go ahead and take the crown.
the 8-bit re-release of Breath of the Wild that was taken away from us so sadly.
No, guys, I'm sorry. It is the new Stranger Things game available on Android and iOS.
I heard about that.
It is
Yeah, I
a
heard.
free release in anticipation of Season 2 coming out October 28th.
Fuck yes.
Evidently, it's good.
Let's go ahead and get started with a game we like to call Stranger Than Fiction. You guys know the rules. I'm going to read a question to either of you, and you say whether or not this is true or false. And you'll be awarded points that can go towards your yearly benefits with Lose a Turn.
That's false.
1 point, Jordan.
No! I demand that point get taken back. I didn't know that was a question.
Okay. Question 1 going to Jordan. There is a retinal protein named after Pikachu, thus called Pikachurin, that's responsible for detecting movement.
What the fuck? I don't know, because Pikachu's in this episode, so are you just making connections? Or, I mean, you said, what kind of protein?
It's a protein in your retina that allows your brain
Okay.
to censor movement.
Retinal. Alright, wow. These
Rectal
these-
protein.
That's what I thought you said.
Yeah.
I was about to be like, rectal protein, that's semen. Retinal protein could be too. We'll go true.
All right, Pikachurin is the name of this protein, and it was named after Pikachu because of how quickly it sends information to the brain.
I would have totally thought false on that. Wow.
Should have
Is it
given that
right?
one to you.
Wait, who,
Yep.
There's got to be a faster Pokemon than Pikachu. Come on.
Well, yeah, probably.
Well, he's known for his
all right,
agility.
Jack. Gran Turismo 2, when it was released, had a scratch and sniff CD that smelled like rubber and oil.
False.
1 point, Jordan. Jack's not on the board.
What? What?
Oh,
Really?
Yep.
Why didn't I
And
ever hear
scratch
that?
and sniff CD.
No, so it was like a limited edition one? Because I had that
don't-
game. I got it when it came out.
Go scratch and sniff it.
I don't have it anymore.
Now it smells like sadness and spilt Cheetos. I don't know. We'll have to search if that was a limited edition or not. It may have been.
That's why I thought it was false.
Okay, Jordan, time for you to get point number 2. There is a
False.
limited edition American $5 coin with Superman on it.
That's got to be true.
Sorry, it's false. That's Canada. Canada has a Superman American hero coin. But it's a $5 coin.
They have but he's not Canadian.
I know.
That'd be like if we were like,
He's not
let's just put
American
a moose
either.
on our 100. Well, but I mean, he's I'm sure there's got. I bet if you look it up, there has to be totally a comic where he gets his citizenship. I bet there is. Like, because,
Got world
Superman was like,
citizenship.
it was like all the pro America times in the comics.
Mm-hmm. All right, Jordan. Sony has.
That's me.
What?
It's my turn.
Is it your turn?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're right. Okay,
Cheater.
then Jack, PETA has filed a lawsuit against Nintendo of America for the promotion of killing animals in regards to Mario wearing a Tanuki suit.
Yes, true.
That was like a huge thing.
It's actually false. There
Oh.
was no lawsuit. They just made a
Oh.
game about Mario
That was-
being a serial
That was
killer.
way worse than actual Mario. Oh my god, I played that. That was fucking horrifying. It was made out of nightmares.
Yeah, I watched the trailer for it and I can't unsee it.
I-
It's still up to this day.
I need
We'll
to
have a
see
link.
it. Yeah.
We'll have a link in the show notes for it. All right. So it's on to Jordan again. Sony has recently created a breakthrough invention in cassette tapes. Now they can create a cassette tape that holds 185 terabytes of data.
I want to say true because I want this to be.
It's true. I
Yes.
have no idea why Sony's wasting their time on cassette tape technology, but
Is
they
it
just did.
Does it take a whole lot longer to rewind it with a pencil than it used to?
185 terabytes. Yeah, it takes a little bit longer. Okay, so that's Jordan with 2, Jack with 1. Am I correct with that?
I think I'm on 0.
This is me celebrating
because
or jerking off to, man. Your guys' choice.
Jack, I thought you got 1, didn't you?
I don't know.
No.
Uh-oh.
No, I don't think so.
Okay. All right. Well, then here's your chance. There is a 0.01% chance that when you load up Minecraft, the title screen will be misspelled and say Mince Raft.
I'm going to say yes. True.
All right, you're on the board. Yes, it's a built-in Easter egg. There is
Mojang does a
1 in
lot of...
100
Yeah, Mojang does shit like that a lot, so...
Yeah, 1 in 100,000 chance that it'll say Mince Raft,
That's amazing.
Mensraft.
where the C and E are swapped. It's
Yeah.
It's sad because if you Google it, Google it. don't know why. That's my rap. If you Google Minecraft, it's kind of sad how many, like, hundreds of thousands of hits there are, and it's non-intentional. Just a thing. Okay, so I mean, I think that's... There's no need for a tiebreaker, but we'll just have a bonus round. So, Jack, you're at 1, Jordan, you're at 2. Is that about right?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. This next question will be worth 3 billion points. I'm going to ask it, and the first person to be able to give me the name of the character wins. This character has been arrested twice for jumping the White House fence. The Secret
Bugs Bunny.
Service was super effective.
Luigi.
An upcoming film about him may star Mark Wahlberg.
Pikachu.
The suspect was only able to repeat his own name. Twice now, that motherfucker's leapt the fence. Once in 2014, some random dude with a Pikachu hat, Pikachu shirt, and a giant stuffed Pikachu hopped the White House fence and was subsequently, tased and taken into custody. And then 3 days ago, a man in a full-blown Pikachu costume hopped the fence and was taken down rather quickly. It was apparently some YouTuber who thought that this would be his ticket to fame.
Don't you think they should put oil or lubricant all over the fence if people in a fucking outfit can get over it?
Yeah. Yeah. It's not very effective. Also this week, the JFK files were released. And unfortunately, we have yet to find any incriminating plans about the murder of JFK. But what was discovered is the crazy fucking make-believe bullshit we came up with in an attempt to assassinate Fidel Castro. Now, after this, we're going to be going into our Stranger Than Fiction segment of the show, and I think this is just its absurdity is proof that you can't make this shit up. 2 of the plans that America had concocted to murder Fidel Castro, one of them included...
Hey, do you want to turn this into Stranger Than Fiction? Make us guess?
Make you guess what the plot was?
Yeah. Which plots were real, which ones weren't?
Oh, okay. Yeah. That works. But then we're going to go into the rest of Stranger Than Fiction. Plot 1. You each get a vote as to whether or not this was true or false. Okay. Plot 1 was to set up a fake radio show in the area that he was vacationing, luring him to a deli that was going to serve free dessert so that he could be poisoned. True or false?
True.
False.
1 point for Matt.
Damn it.
Plot 2. Because he loves to go deep sea diving, let's have someone gift him a skin suit lined with a flesh-eating bacteria. True or false?
False.
I might say the opposite and go true.
1 point to Jack.
Wow.
Yep.
That's ridiculous.
Wow.
Plot 3. Drop a very, very pretty seashell in the area that he's vacationing, filled with explosives in hopes that he picks it up.
Oh, true. True. I'm sure on that.
Okay, well then I'm going to go true.
All right, 2 points to both of you. I don't know what drugs we were on when we were plotting as
Damn
death, but
cheater, Jack.
fuck.
I saw you lean in for that false.
So let's get into the real Stranger Than Fiction, fuckers. You ready?
Ridiculous. Okay.
All right, so we're all tied up. This works.
We're tied up, 2 and 2. I record every episode with my pants on.
Are you asking one of us, or?
Both of you.
All right, well, I like to imagine you don't, so I'm going to go with false.
I'm going to
Jack,
say
are you
true.
thinking of me pantsless?
No, I think I'm going to say that you wear pants. I don't know. Yeah.
All right, just fucking with you guys. Okay. So seriously, Matt.
All right.
I'm going to be nice to you and give you questions about your buddy. I try to take your baby, Sonic, and torture you by giving these questions to others. But this time I'm going to give you a softball here. Sonic the Hedgehog's first video game appearance was as a dangling air freshener in an arcade game named Radmobile.
False.
That's true.
Really?
His very first video game appearance was as a dangling air freshener. Jack, true or false? In 1991, the Sega Genesis saw the video game series Toe Jam and Earl released. However, the title was a mistake as the original names of the characters was Flow Jam and Whirl. However, the head programmer misheard this and coded the misheard title into the game. Sega preferred the misheard title.
I'm gonna say true.
That's false.
Damn it.
You were both idiots. Matt, we recently discussed Sonic Hedgehog, the gene and protein. The inhibitor for this protein is known as robotnikinin.
True.
You did your research because you didn't believe me, huh? Fuck.
That's awesome.
That's a 3. All right. Jack, the longest known work of English literature, over 4 million words long, 8.5 times the size of all of the Lord of the Rings books, is a Super Smash Bros. Brawl fanfic.
The bacon says true.
So the problem is that was true, like, a year ago.
Oh.
And then some other fanfic came up from behind and just barely beat that record. But they're both works in progress. I'm going to go ahead and give you a point for true because I fucked up and didn't don't have a link to the actual longest one, and I did all my homework wrong.
So
Woo!
there is a book that was discovered after someone died. That is over 20,000 pages long with illustrations and all kinds of stuff. He never marketed it. He wrote one super long book about Earth orbiting a moon and the children that live on that planet that are treated as slaves to like adults or something like that. Is that not included in this because it was never digitized fully?
Is it in the English language?
I believe so, yeah.
We'll have to research this after the show and we'll get back to you.
All right.
Because I want to know. And I also need to update my list because it was beaten by another fanfic, which is at 4.2 million words right now.
I think Jack still earned the point, though. I would have gone false on that. Not even thinking
don't
it was a
give me the
possibility.
credit. It was the bacon.
Yeah, the bacon, the divining bacon.
Yep.
Okay, Matt. Crash Bandicoot, when released, took up an entire PS1 disc of data. 2/3 of that was just random numbers at the beginning of the CD. This was in order to push the rest of the data of the actual game to the outside edges of the CD, because that would spin faster, decreasing load times.
True.
True.
Interesting.
It's a very common practice. One revolution towards the inside covers less distance than a revolution on the outside.
Okay, yeah. That
Also,
makes sense.
Crash Bandicoot was something they spent a lot of time on trying to get the performance right. They had to cut so many corners because they were trying to do too much with the PlayStation 1. So It was a guess, but I feel like it was an educated guess.
Fuck yeah. Okay, so where are we at now? Is that 4 and 3?
I think so.
I got Robotnik and Crash Bandicoot.
Yep. So you're
Jack
definitely
got
at
the
4,
book.
and Jack got the... Yep. So, Jack, last one before the lightning round. Let's see if you can tie it up and get us into lightning round. Up, up, down, down, left, right, BA, select, start. The well-loved Konami code, used in several Konami titles, was first used by the same code developer, but when he worked for a different company, Hudson Soft, in their 1985 release of Ice Climbers.
False.
Good job. Fuck, you tied it up.
That was the wrong Konami code, right?
No, up, down, left, right, BA, select, start. Sometimes without the select start.
I thought it was start select.
No,
Well, you thought like an idiot.
you thought like an idiot. No, because start actually would initiate the menu.
Yeah.
That's how you start the game. I could be wrong, but technically up, down, left, right, BA is what it's shortened to because sometimes you wouldn't, based off the menu, you couldn't use it, but.
Makes sense.
Okay, so lightning round. Who done it? You guys are tasked with announcing the name of the game company. I'm going to give you some details about an interesting piece of news here, and your job is to shout as loud as you can. Break your microphone. I'm just kidding. Please don't shout. No one would like that ever. Speak gently and quietly the name of the company who did it. In 2014, a large island was purchased in Maine, previously known as Birch Island. The island was purchased by a game company and immediately renamed to Hawaii 2. And it can be searched on Google Maps for directions. Hawaii
Valve?
2 is a location. Valve? No. The 6 acres were divided into
Bethesda.
250,000 square foot parcels. Subscribers to the game company's 10 days or whatever of Kwanzaa each received a license, map, and a flag for the square foot of Hawaii 2 that they were given as a mystery gift. The Liberty Code enforcement officer threatened the company, stating that their use of the land was breaking zoning ordinances due to a shed and a platform that was on the island. They threatened that fines up to $2,500 per day per violation could be incurred, including that there is now 250,000 parcels of land. The fines could have been up to $625 million per day because of the shed and dock on the island. With the slogan, "The okayest place on Earth," the island is free to visit during the day for fishing, hiking, and other non-intrusive activities. The official map of Hawaii 2 on its website lists several facts about Hawaii 2, including Paul McCartney is buried here, Hawaii 2's chief export is honey mustard, and it's been named the best place to masturbate quietly by Food and Wine magazine.
Wow.
It's not a
said
video
gaming
game
company,
company.
right?
It's not a video game.
Oh, I thought you said it was a video game company.
Nope, I've only said a game company.
A game company. All right. Wow. Who did Dungeons and Dragons?
Well, it's now owned by Wizards of the Coast, but it was originally TSR, Terminate Stay Ready. But no, this isn't an RPG. More of a board game company, but no board. It's recent. They bought an island and gave it out as gifts during an event called 10 Days or whatever of Kwanzaa.
It's not Steve Jackson Games, is it?
It is not.
I'm gonna pull out some board games.
No, don't worry about it. Here, I'll drop you a hint that you can't fucking forget. 2 midgets shitting in a bucket. Rush Limbaugh's soft, shitty body.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, the reference is clicking. I just
Crowds adjust humidity.
Cards Against Humanity.
All right, Jack.
Oh,
There you
shit.
go. For 3
Okay.
billion points.
Jesus. That's ridiculous.
You can go to Hawaii2.website. That is their official page with maps, directions, and an about us for Hawaii 2.
That's amazing.
wow. That took entirely too long.
It did. I'm glad I wrote all those facts down. Sorry if that was way too difficult. I thought you guys were on board.
That's awesome.
I'm sorry. I feel like a little insecure about my my nerddom right now, but
It's time for a little thing I like to call Stranger Than Fiction. I'm so glad we have a theme. Alright,
music.
Stranger Things. stranger than fiction. That's better wording.
Yes.
You two are going head to head in a battle of am I fucking lying to you like I always do, or accidentally telling the truth for once? So, I'm going to... Oh, these questions were actually chosen for different participants, because we did not know Lord Jack was going to be joining us tonight. So, I'm going to swap one out at the last minute. We'll see. Mr. Matt, I hand to you a question that is not in your wheelhouse. Homestar Runner, the famous online Flash cartoon, has was the creator of Strong Bad, the luchador masked villain. Strong Bad was named after a video game that I can't make up right now. So we're going to say Okay, question 2.
Wait a second.
How do you just
False.
fuck that up?
False.
I was trying to swap the question. It was going to be true if you let me finish my sentence. I could always make it true. So that's a good intro. Now we're going to get to the real shit.
All right.
Matt, Sonic the Hedgehog's real name is Olgaville Maurice Hedgehog.
False.
It's true. You're an idiot. Jack, Dead Space 1 started development and was intended to have been set in the mid-1970s.
False.
Point for Jack. Matt. Doctor Who made a cameo in Sonic Boom, Rise of Lyric.
True.
False. Jack. One of the proposed titles for Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney was Let's Raise Hamsters.
True.
2 points for Jack. Crap. Matt, come on, man. Matt. Every Nintendo 3DS contains a hidden 3D image of a dead rhinoceros head. I guess skull.
Every 3DS?
Every Nintendo 3DS has a hidden image of a dead rhinoceros's skull.
Is that within game or on the actual 3DS?
Yeah.
The
itself?
3DS is what I've said. Not every game. Every handheld Nintendo 3DS has a hidden dead rhinoceros head in it.
False.
Matt, not on the board at all. Jack, this is for negative 2 points. If you get this right, you will be down to 0, and you and Matt
fuck
tie.
you. I hate you so much.
The arcade version of Mario Kart 8 has a hidden image of the Beslin School hostage crisis, a terrorist attack that involved over 1,100 hostages and several deaths in Russia. This is the Mario Kart 8 arcade game.
False.
It is true.
There is no I don't believe that there's a goddamn arcade version of Mario Kart 8. That's bullshit.
There is, and it has a hidden image in the ROM of this terrible crisis. So you are now tied with Matt. Good job.
Oh, fuck
so
you.
Tiebreaker.
I'm winning. Fuck off.
See, that's my job as a host. Come on, guys. Give me a chance.
I quit. Co-host your own shit from now
Actually,
on. Ask
I
yourself questions.
I said if you won, you would get negative 2, and you were wrong, so you're kind of still at 2.
Oh, okay, sweet. Never mind. I love you.
No.
Bitch.
Bitch.
Sorry, bitch. Sorry, bitch.
Oh, bitch.
Sad bitch. I got no tiebreaker. Fuck it.
I win. Fuck you, Matt.
If you win, then you tell me about one of your wins. What are your wins this week? It was just Halloween. Do we have any spooky wins? Spooky wins.
The only wins I have is I stayed inside and rewatched Tucker and Dale versus Evil, which is my
So
favorite thing
good.
ever.
So
I love it so much. It's the greatest. And the other win I happen to have here is I think I want to know what I want to do for next Halloween, and that is going to be, since we were just talking about it, this exactly.
Is this the Stranger Dong? Oh wow, Jack's sharing a picture of the Stranger Dong.
Nope.
It looks a bit more horrific than I imagined, but Jack definitely wants to do the Stranger Dong.
I think it's definitely scary.
There's some
Terry,
small
you
testicles
asshole.
on it.
It's scary Terry missing pants, you assholes.
That
see
looks
it.
very much like a bad dragon dildo.
It does. It does. I don't want to know what that nose is used for, but that is like the
No,
coolest
Now
costume.
that you say that, I see where you're coming from. I'm still gonna rock it. I don't give a shit.
Yep. Scary pantsless scary
I
Terry
approve, bitch.
kid.
It's great.
Very good. So I think I'm about to ask you guys some questions, and I'd like them answered immediately. You guys prepared for Stranger Than Fiction?
Sure.
Sure. You know what? I'm ready right now. Jack, get him while he's drinking. I'm sorry, Chuck.
Ah,
get
shit.
him.
Oh, Jesus, now he's dead. Okay. We will start with Mr. Jack this week. Mr. Jack. Super Mario World introduced a fire-breathing Triceratops character named Reznors. They were named after the Nine Inch Nails frontman, Trent Reznor.
False.
It is true.
I wanted to say true. Damn it.
Mr. Matt. The first console game to introduce DLC, downloadable content, was Sonic Adventures on the Dreamcast.
True.
Point to Matt. Mr. Jack. In 2014, to celebrate Black Friday, Cards Against Humanity took their games off the shelves, took their game off of their own website, and instead sold a replacement called the Bullshit Box, which shipped to 300,000 people and was a box full of literal cow shit.
True.
That is true. Don't know how it's legal to just send people shit, but they did it. Mr. Matt. Half-Life 2 will be released before 2020.
False.
Oh god, that's such
True.
bullshit.
True. I'm sorry. That is true. It was released before 2020. What am I thinking?
Oh, Half-Life 3, excuse me.
Oh, okay. Half-Life 3, then yeah, false.
Yeah, that's never coming
Of course,
out.
that's
Yeah,
bullshit.
never gonna happen.
Fucking with my head.
Sorry for that
That's
easy
right,
one.
Jack. After last week, I'm the one in the lead.
Shut up.
Jack. The iconic theme for the original Legend of Zelda on NES was produced in only a single night because they couldn't obtain the rights to the Russian ballet theme they planned on using.
False.
It's true.
Fuck.
Yep, right before launch, they couldn't release it because of the music license rights, so he worked overnight and just made that iconic theme that we love to this day.
Wow.
Oh wow.
That's amazing.
A hard day's work. That's a good day's work.
Yeah.
Mr. Matt, Final Fantasy received its name due to Square going bankrupt at the time of development. They intended for Final Fantasy to be their final game before
True.
closing stores. False.
That's true.
No, there's suggested rumors about it, and there's been conflicts into the telling of it because they were going through financial issues. However, the official story is that they were going to name it Fighting Fantasy, but they couldn't use it as Fighting Fantasy in America because of Steve Jackson's game Choose Your Own Adventure books of the same name, and they wanted to keep with the sound of FF, so they changed it to Final. I know there's like interviews where they've said, yeah, I mean, we were just thinking it was going to be our last game before we closed our doors.
Because I've seen those interviews.
There's apparently been a lot of different versions of the story being told, but they've all conflicted with each other, and I am under the belief that it was debunked, that it wasn't because of that. But okay, we're going to go ahead and call it even for both of you, because I guess that is up to debate.
Right, it is. That's right.
Final question to Jack, right? What's the score right now?
I have
Oh,
one, I
God.
think. think Matt has like 3 and I have 1.
Oh. Okay.
I was
We're
just
just
gonna rack up the points, and maybe you'd mess up on the tiebreaker and only, make it for 1 point.
Okay. Tiebreaker for 2 points. 3 points.
Damn
3
it.
points.
Would
Yeah.
that be a tie maker?
No, because you have 1 point and he has 3, right?
Yeah.
See, this is why I wanted you to believe it was a tie.
In 20... No. Yeah, we'll go with this. I'm going to...
Is this
Ooh.
true or false?
See, I don't like doing a tiebreaker with true-false. You know what? I was going to use the Half-Life 3 as the tiebreaker just to be a joke, but I kind of burned that one up pretty good. This is some good radio right here, y'all.
All right, I've got the real game winner here for 4 points. What is the name of this potion right here from the world of Diablo?
Oh, fuck. Red potion? Healing potion. Banana hammock potion.
The full name of it.
Demon blood bottle baby.
Fuck, I can't remember.
Cranberry juice of hell.
I'm not Googling anything.
Hey, Matt, if you answer, you can win.
Yeah, I know. I'm giving y'all plenty of opportunity.
You're Googling, buddy.
No, I'm not. I'm tapping my fingers on the desk while I think. It's just called health potion. What the fuck?
It's a full health potion or a full healing potion.
Oh, god damn it, that's bullshit. I'm gonna stick with good healthy red juice.
I'm gonna say Kool-Aid.
Kool-Aid.
It's actually water and icing.
Ugh. It's time for Stranger Than Fiction, like I said. The name of the game, we've just said. The way we play is pretty simple. I'm going to choose at random one of my co-hosts, give them a question. They're going to tell me whether it's true or false. We're going to give them all the points in the world, or maybe just a handful of them. We'll see how kind I'm feeling. We're going to start this week with Jack.
Womp.
Knuckles from Sonic the Hedgehog was originally planned to have a Jamaican accent and be called Dreads. Feel free to answer.
False.
It's true.
Fuck!
All right. Mr. Matt.
Yes, sir.
The Sega Laserdisc hardware was released by Sega in 1983 as the first system dedicated to producing Laserdisc video games. The last video game released for it was 8 years later, Sonic the Hedgehog.
I'm going to doubt myself and go with true.
You are wrong. You're both idiots.
Okay.
Jack. In Sonic Adventure 2, Sonic's iconic shoes were replaced with soap brand grinding shoes.
I'm gonna just say fuck it and go with true.
And you have a point.
Fuck yes.
They had a tie-in with soap grinding shoes.
That's
I had
awesome.
those fuckers.
I know. I used to try to steal those from you.
Oh. Okay. Mr. Matt.
Yes, sir, again.
Before settling on the controversial, as far as PETA's concerned, Tanuki suit in Super Mario Bros. 3, Nintendo was previously considering a centaur power-up that would turn Mario into a centaur.
True, because I want it to be.
And you would be right. I wish they went that way. They were going to have a centaur power-up. Okay.
What would he do? Would he just, gallop along the stage and leap tall buildings in a single bound? I don't understand.
Yeah, I really don't get like how it's gonna replace the flying mechanic. I know later on in Super Mario 3 you can hop in the little like rubber or
Bag?
little like TikTok boot thing that lets you
Oh,
walk on the
right.
clamshells, so maybe having hooves would help with that. I don't know. Fuck if I know.
That's awesome. That's really cool.
Okay, and Jack. Hasbro purchased Sorry, the board game, in 1993 and almost immediately issued a public apology. Sorry. Due to the hospitalization of a 5-year-old who choked on one of the game pieces. This resulted in the redesign of the nibbles and an introduction of an age limit.
True.
False, bitches. And so we have 1 and 1. Matt, you can take it home with this. The Tetris guideline, enforced by the Tetris Company, mandates that all versions and clones of Tetris since 2001 adhere to a strict standard, such that all versions and clones of Tetris must ensure that the T-shaped tetramino be purple.
It's not really T-shaped. I don't like them calling it T-shaped. True.
Okay, you got 2 points. Jack,
Yeah.
you have 1 point. That's the end of my questions, but I want to win. I want
Well,
a chance to win and take the win.
That's great because I actually have a question that is worth 40 million points.
That sounds like it would put
All
me in the
40
lead.
millions?
All 40 millions. Guys, I asked y'all to type something into Google earlier. I want y'all to go to that tab and click on images. When y'all find one that is red, I want someone to call it and share that on the screen.
Untitled
Call
one
it.
Bacchus.
Wait,
Bacchus.
is this what you were talking about?
I'm gonna share
Go
first.
ahead and
That-
show.
I'm sharing.
No,
I'm sharing
wait.
first.
Recently, there was an
Shared.
art
Damn it.
auction.
Bacchus.
Yeah.
I got 40
Um,
million points.
You get the point. Yeah. Now you get the point of what the image is. Now,
Oh.
recently there was an art auction where tons of like big name art pieces were sold. Some that had been sought after for years. There was like a 1982 so and so, which I don't know anything about art, so I don't understand why it was important. That one actually failed to sell. It had been kept away. People had been looking for it, and it sold under its expected price, which was shocking. There was also a never-before-seen Da Vinci painting that sold for, let's just say, in the neighborhood of $1 million and $1 billion. We're doing the Price is Right here. That painting you just saw, that is clearly done by a 3-year-old with finger paints, how much did it sell for? We're going with closest one.
Without going over,
Gets all 40 million points.
so Price is Right rules.
No, just closest one.
Okay, just closest.
78 million.
500 million.
Jack, you win.
Fuck!
Yeah! Fuck
That painting sold for $40 million. It was actually 50 million lira. Converted to US dollars, it was 40 million.
That
Damn.
is fucking absurd. It really does.
I used to
made
make
shit
those
like that when I was
drawings
2
on
years
notebook
old.
paper
Yeah.
with like pencils, and this just looks like someone, I don't know, took a red crayon and
It looks like he was trying to check if there was still ink in the marker. Like, just trying
Yeah.
to pick the marker back up. Like, is there ink in this bitch?
you know what? That would be more artistic than this. Like,
Yeah.
this guy literally just did like a tornado, except never tried to make it wider at any point. Just it is a coil of red paint that is messy and sloppy and
How
looks
the
like it was
fuck is that
probably
gonna
done with
pay-
finger paint.
pay- or-
Like a
so-
colorblind Jackson Pollock who only had one fucking color and was having a stroke while doing it.
Jack, congratulations with your 40 million and 1 points. I actually am going to steal that victory from you, though, because you went over, and I know I lied to you about the rules earlier, so victory to Matt.
No, it's me.
You're a dick.
I feel like, I'm still baffled by this painting. I mean, like, it looks like it was done by Michael J. Fox. I mean, it just,
Michael J. Fox could do better.
yeah, I guess you're right.
elephants at the zoo literally do better paintings than that.
That is a fact. I have
And
one.
those only sell for $15. I mean, this is insane.
I've got one around here somewhere. Well, I think it's time for us to continue explaining just how much truth is stranger than fiction. Are you guys ready for the shit?
Hit me.
Yeah, no, I'm absolutely.
Yeah, cheater. Now it's time for Stranger Than Fiction, and I still can't find the difference between the location of the camera and the microphone. Okay. Gentlemen, you know how this is played. I'm going to propose a question to each of you. You each answer whether it's true or false, and I steal all your points at the end and win, just because hey, I'm better than you and you try to kill me this week. Jack, question for you. The recurring time mechanic in Majora's Mask was heavily inspired by the German flick Run Lola Run.
False.
It's true, buddy.
Really?
Yes, sir.
I'm not aware of this Run Lola Run.
Oh, really?
Me either. I'm not aware of it either.
I'm sure if you saw, like, the trailer or something for it, you'd be like, oh yeah, I've seen that trailer about 3 billion fucking times.
Oh, okay.
Matt, in the, video game Super Mario World, video game programmer Toshiko Nakago hid a marriage proposal to his soon-to-be wife, which is in a secret area that leads you to a chain chomp who delivers the proposal after talking to him several times.
False.
Quit looking at my phone, you asshole. Jack.
Well, don't hold it up to the webcam.
Final Fantasy arpeggio theme that's been in every game. It's called Prelude.
Yeah.
Was written in 5 minutes.
I'm gonna say yes. True.
Jack for 2 points. Alrighty. Mr. Matt. Let's go with Monopoly. In 2013, Save Your Token campaign, Monopoly fans voted they get rid of the iron token and replace it with a cat. So that is to say...
True, and I don't know why they would get rid of the iron.
It is very true, and they got the hell rid of the iron. Replaced it with a cat.
I like the iron.
I like the iron too. Cat.
The iron was one of my favorites.
Okay, so 1 point over here, 2 points to Jack. Jack, in the original Doom, the Doom Marine's face was modeled after square-jawed actor Rob Lowe.
True.
It's fake, I just like saying Rob Lowe. And, Mr. Matt. Nintendo of America used to try out prototype versions of games by silently adding them to 10-in-1 arcade cabinets that they would place in Chuck E. Cheese stores that they purchased themselves.
Oh my gosh.
Do I need to re-go over the facts there?
That's a lot of detail, and you could have changed up any one of those details.
Nintendo of America, Chuck E. Cheese stores that they bought, they would try out prototypes of games, and those ROMs are still being found today. There's versions of Dr. Mario and several other games that were in beta testing in live stores and Chuck E. Cheese's that Nintendo of America personally bought for this whole creepy trial purpose. It kind of leads a lot of credence to the theories of Polybius, the conspiracy theory laden arcade cabinet that was part of like the MK Ultra program.
Did you just give him that one?
No, he answered.
Oh, I didn't hear the answer. My bad.
He answered with false.
I did say false.
Yeah, he said false. So you're still 2 points. You're at 1.
No, I'm. Oh wait, that was my second question. Okay.
Is that your second question or third question?
I don't know. We need to.
We need to get running counters here. Yeah.
Tied up.
You had
because
save a
Jack's had
token.
3. Jack's had 3. He missed his third.
Yeah.
So it's 2-2. We're tied up.
It's 2-2. Okay, but we've each been given 3 questions now.
Yes.
Okay. Then we'll need to do a tiebreaker here. Gentlemen, there are 2 choices to this question, and you each get to choose. And if you win, you'll get 4 billion D points. Street Fighter 2. In Street Fighter 2, Ken was programmed a slight bit different than Ryu.
Is this a true false, sir?
Okay, So Ken and Ryu are your two answers to this.
Okay.
Ken was programmed slightly different than Ryu. Ryu programmed slightly different to Ken. However, during development, they decided that they didn't want to add that mechanic into the game and removed half the code, but forgot completely about the other half, making one of these two Shuriken brothers, or Dragon Punch brothers, or whatever they're called, significantly stronger than the other. In Street Fighter 2, which one is stronger, Ken or Ryu?
Ryu.
Ken.
And 40 billion points to Jack. I always thought Ryu was stronger because I just liked him for some reason, but no,
Yeah.
Ken is hands down built stronger than Ryu.
Really?
No other differences other than Ken's stronger.
Because I used to use Ken all the time. I didn't really ever notice that he was stronger, but I always preferred Ken over Ryu, so.
No, he's physically
Jack.
tougher. Indeed. So, folks, it's time for Stranger Than Fiction. We all know how this is played. I try to make my teammates lose, or my co-hosts lose, and punish them for everything cruel they've ever done to me, and I get to feel a little bit better about myself. So, we're going to start off with some true or false. Matt. Nintendo once planned a knitting peripheral add-on for the NES called Nintendo Knitting Machine.
True.
Alright, points to Matt.
Say, it sounds like something Nintendo would do.
Right? Jack, in the original Kingdom Hearts, the most powerful weapon in the game was planned to be a sharpened broom servant from Fantasia.
I would just because of Disney's role in that, I want to say true.
And it's false. You're a loser.
Fuck me.
You'll never amount to
I was
anything,
hoping.
kid.
I don't recall that. I played through the first one. I don't recall, but I was hoping.
Matt.
Yes,
There's
sir.
an Easter egg in Capcom's first Disney licensed NES game, Mickey Mousecapade. If you open the game cartridge, Mickey Mouse's head has been soldered onto the circuit board.
I don't remember this game. Or do I? Is this the game I've been trying to remember for years?
It's an old NES game.
False.
It's true.
It's true.
It's true.
Really?
Yeah, there's a nonsensical... If you open up the cartridge, there's a little Mickey Mouse shape that's been soldered onto each board.
Wow.
That's so cool.
All right, Jack. The first published game for the Super Nintendo in America was Frogger.
False.
It was the last game for the SNES, which is really strange.
I was saying I never remember Frogger on SNES anyway.
It was the last game produced for it.
Okay.
Matt,
So I get a point?
you do get a point.
Sweet.
We're all tied up.
Yep. 1-1. In Assassin's Creed 3, Matt, you can feed a turkey some food at your house. If you then input the Konami code, the turkey will don the assassin's costume and follow you around.
I hope that's true.
I want to say it's absolutely true in some variation. I'm hung up on the Konami code.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
True under the pretense that it is probably not the full Konami code.
You'll get full credit, and it is the full Konami code.
Really?
It is a legitimate thing. In
Wow.
Assassin's Creed 3, you hide behind the wall of your house and whistle, and a turkey would come up. If you feed it food, it will then don an assassin's costume, and then you put in the Konami code as it's eating. It'll put on an assassin
Wow.
costume and follow you around.
That's so
pretty
badass.
awesome, yeah.
It's so absurd. I love it. Jack, let's try to tie it up here, okay, buddy?
Okay.
In 2010, the U.S. Air Force created the fastest defense supercomputer in the U.S. It was a cluster of 1,760 PlayStation 3 units.
True.
All right, it's tied
I
up.
remember reading about that actually.
Why do you give him the easy ones?
Because I wanted
easy?
to tie it up. I
Oh,
wanted to get to the
that's super
tiebreaker.
easy.
That was a random article I read literally 4.5 years
Oh
ago.
no, the PlayStation 3 was famously used by all kinds of government agencies as
okay.
supercomputers because it was so cheap for the processing power.
Yeah,
They
that's true.
if I'm not mistaken, they went under hard. No, I think it was the X-Bone. One of those.
No,
companies,
PlayStation 3. It took them like 10 years
to make a profit.
Xbox, they didn't make it. The 360, they didn't make a profit for a long time either. But that was because of the Ring of Death recalls,
Right,
and the
okay.
refurbs they had to give out.
That's right.
It took them like 10 years for that. Sony, they didn't make a profit for like 10 years because they lost like $200 to $300 for every one of the first consoles they sold.
Yeah.
Or after they like dropped the price down or whatever, like they were severely undercharging, even at their insane price
because
points
the time
had.
of production, and they were able to get a couple of cheaper parts and kind of finally get a return on investment after 10 years, I guess. Okay, so it's time for a tiebreaker.
They were like $2 billion in debt for a long time.
Yeah, it was awful. So you guys have 2 and 2. The way this is going to work is I'm going to ask y'all to name the TV show. I'm going to give a description. First person to announce the TV show wins tonight's game. Name the TV show. A Super Nintendo game was created for this television show franchise. You play the main character.
Captain N.
You play the main character who is a host of his own TV show in the series. The plot of the game has the main character going through various television show sets, killing animatronic dinosaurs and acid-spitting mummies with a nail gun, and later on, a chainsaw. The manual for this game contains no instructions but a large red stamp over the fake instructions stating that real men don't need instructions.
Is it Duke Nukem of some sort?
The main character was going to reveal a new line of power tools, but then they were stolen and a ransom note was left in their place. If you need some advice, you may want to look over the fence and ask your friendly neighbor for some advice.
Tim the Toolman? Or
Home Improvement.
There you
Home
go.
Improvement?
I forgot about that. Oh my god.
I have no idea who gets the points because
I said Home Improvement.
Jack said it, but you knew
Jack
what
got
it was.
the name.
But I knew the second you said, like, looking over the fence, I was like, what's the name of that fucking show?
So yeah, for some strange-ass reason, you kill animatronic dinosaurs with a chainsaw.
Yeah.
That was the SNES adaptation of Home
Man,
Improvement.
that is
forgot about
that
that
is the
fucking
golden
game.
day. The golden days of gaming right there.
Yeah, it really is.
We need more games like that.
Absolutely. It's described as a Jurassic Park with power tools. Fair enough. We'll lighten things up with a little bit of Stranger Than Fiction. We all know how this is played. Stranger Than Fiction, I will give a true or false question to each of my co-hosts. They will be incorrect several times in a row, and then I will feel better about myself. And if there's a tie, which there's always a tie, somehow we'll go into the tiebreaker segment. So, Jack. The NES flight simulator Captain Skyhawk is the first console game to have a lawsuit filed against it. And this was due to several cases of nausea and simulated motion sickness.
False.
Alright, point to Jack.
That sounded way too normal.
Did it?
Always give them the easy ones.
Fair enough. That's true too.
Oh, fuck you.
Matt, in Halo 3, Halo 3 ODST, and Halo Reach, all of the Warthog's tires have the word Puma written on the tire wall, a reference to Rooster Teeth's Red vs. Blue.
True.
See, I give you easy ones too.
I would say Microsoft just went through and added a lot of stuff for Rooster Teeth alone. Even like
Yeah.
Griffball and everything.
Oh yeah, I actually recently watched a video on that. That was awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, Jack. The song Jordan by eccentric guitarist Buckethead actually didn't have a name, nor was it ever recorded before he submitted it to Harmonix for Guitar Hero.
I'm going to say true on that one.
Pretty cool. That's an absolute fact. He played it randomly on live shows, but never named it and never recorded it until that point in time.
You
And
give
he cares
him the
about that.
Buckethead question.
Yep. Matt.
I thought you like to mix it up on us. I mean,
Well, I've got to give you the Sonic one. Miles
Okay.
Prower, aka Tails, from the Sonic franchise, was originally designed with purple fur and rollerblades and was to be named Rails.
Okay, so I heard the last, 3 words of that question, but I'm going to say false.
All right. We're tied.
Well, we're
I do
doing
not
good.
think Tails was going to be named Rails.
You can tell I may have rushed my bullshit ones today. Okay, Jack? In Zelda 2, The Adventures of Link, there's a fairy spell that will allow you to access items that are in otherwise locked rooms. This same fairy was intended to be a party member in Zelda 3, A Link to the Past, in which Shigeru Miyamoto had always intended for it to be a party combat system.
I want to say false.
You would be wrong.
Really?
Since at the beginning of designing Zelda 2, he already knew that Zelda 3 was going to be a party combat system like Final Fantasy or Dragon Quest, right? Yeah, Dragon Quest.
Interesting.
Yep. It was going to be a 4-party thing. So, and Matt. Yoshi's real name is T. Yoshisaur Munchakoopas.
It's not going to be a tie today, Chuck.
Oh, yeah?
False.
It is true. So that's a
Fuck.
tie. Okay, guys. For the tiebreaker here, I want y'all to name the company. Lindsay Lohan sued this video game company twice. The first
Konami.
lawsuit,
Capcom.
the first lawsuit
Sega.
was because her likeness was used, in which a woman was shown with blonde hair in a bikini similar to one that Lohan owned.
EA.
In that lawsuit,
Dead Alive. Fuck, who did it?
they actually had to pull out they had to get a picture of the actress that they actually did use and show it to Lindsay Lohan, saying, no, you're dumb. This is who we used, this is who we paid, and this is who's credited. The second lawsuit was for a mission involving helping a poor actress escape from paparazzi, a life experience that Lindsay Lohan had to experience as well.
Is this a console game company or a
started
mobile
off
game
on
company?
PC. The franchise did, but it's now on all the systems ever, I'm pretty sure.
EA.
Okay, so
Their first instinct,
Square-
rather than
Square Enix.
countersuing her, was just
Squaresoft.
taking her in the back of a car and beating the crap out of her to get their money back.
Rockstar.
There you go. Jack for the win. Lindsay Lohan sued Rockstar twice, and both of
my
them
God.
were for just selfish, stupid, absolutely false reasoning. Saying, well, I had to run from paparazzi, so you're trying to take the likeness of my life with this mission. And also, just assuming that they used her likeness for one of the splash screen logos. It's totally absurd.
That's ridiculous.
Okay, I think I'm going to skip over a couple of topics and get right into the game, huh?
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
All right, guys, this week we have a very special edition of Stranger Than Fiction that I am calling Stranger Than Fantasy. We all know how this game's played. I will provide you with a fact, and you will let me know whether or not it is actually a fact or some bullshit. It points randomly, and I will force y'all to tie, and then we'll have a tiebreaker. And I'll win. Stranger Than Fantasy. This is the entire Final Fantasy-based trivia. Which one of you would like to volunteer to go first?
I mean, you
Matt.
know I'm down.
Okay, Matt. Sid is the only character to reoccur in every entry of Final Fantasy in the main series. The main entries.
That is false because he does not recur in every single game, in the main series even.
only game that he was missing from is the original Final Fantasy Original Edition. He is later added in to every remake of the original Final Fantasy.
Right.
Well done, Matt. Point to you. Jack. In the Game Boy Advanced, PlayStation, PSP, iPhone, iPad version of Final Fantasy, a gravestone in one of the cities reads, "Here lies Link."
Yes,
A reference to killing. Okay. All right.
Always giving him the easy ones.
Girl, fuck you. Yours is easy too.
I mean,
Final
it's
Fantasy
easy
X.
to miss that one version of the game.
That's true.
All right,
Matt,
what's
Final
up with Final
Fantasy-
Fantasy X? Bring it.
Final Fantasy X is the last game to allow the player to name the main character, short of online versions.
In the main series?
In the main series and excluding online games.
Okay, so only whole numbers. No parts or anything like that, correct?
X2 to me is counted in the main series, should it not be?
I mean, unless you want to count 13.2, 13.3, Type 0.
Okay. Let's just go with main series.
Okay. True. It is the last one to allow you to name the main character because they started introducing voice acting.
Yep.
Yep, absolutely right. Okay, Jack. Cloud Strife has made more appearances. What?
I also just wanted to add, it's always very fun going through Final Fantasy X and realizing that they never once say your name. They always cleverly avoid it.
Definitely do. So, Jack, Cloud Strife has made more appearances in the Final Fantasy franchise than any other character. Franchise.
The entirety of the franchise, is that what you mean? Like everything included?
Yeah, including like spin-offs and all the other extras
Okay.
and ancillaries that allow crossovers and stuff like that.
Everything I can think of, I don't think he's the solely him, because I think there's other characters from even Final Fantasy VII that show up in all the same reoccurrences that he does.
Point of
So your answer is-
clarification, named characters? Is it named characters?
Named characters made more appearances, meaning in more games, than any other named character, and this is throughout all of the franchise.
Right. I'm going to go ahead and go with true.
It is false. Gilgamesh is the only person who has made more appearances than Cloud.
Oh, fuck.
Cloud is second.
Now,
Sorry.
Isn't Aerith tied with Cloud?
Yeah, I believe so. And also,
I
if
don't know
you
about that. I mean, look at like Dissidia. Is Aerith in Dissidia?
She makes cameos. She's not in
does
it
she?
as a playable character. I don't know
There-
about Dissidia too.
That's a good question. We'll fact check that. Either way, Jack was wrong, and that's what matters most.
I can't believe you missed the Gilgamesh though.
I forgot. I'm sorry.
Matt, recurring characters in the Final Fantasy franchise, Biggs and Wedge, a tribute to Star Wars: A New Hope, also show up in Chrono Trigger and Kingdom Hearts 2.
I'm going to say false because they show up in Kingdom Hearts 1, and you did not list that.
Didn't say they were exclusive to that. Nope, you are wrong. It is true that they showed up in Chrono Trigger and Kingdom Hearts 2.
They
I didn't know they showed
I
up
didn't
in
know
Chrono
they
Trigger. I
showed
don't
up in
remember
Kingdom
that.
Hearts 1, else I would have said and the Kingdom Hearts games, but
yeah, they're background characters somewhere in there.
oh, they're the main characters in
Actually,
every entry.
Wedge may not be in there. I think just one of them's in there, and a Jesse.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Jack, you gotta get this if we're gonna go to the tiebreaker.
Shit.
Every main entry in the Final Fantasy series since Final Fantasy IV has had exactly 3 female party members who were not guests. with the exception of online games and Final Fantasy 15, The Sausage Party.
Okay.
So this is saying from 5 to 14, well, 14's online, so excluding the online ones, exactly 3 female party members who were not guests. Matt, I don't hear you asking why I give them all the easy ones. Just figured I'd point that out.
I know. I think, except this is an easy one. I'm just double checking.
Yeah, no, you bitches better not be Googling whenever you're thinking.
No, you would hear me typing.
Show me your hands, Jack.
I want to. I'm trying to remember all of them. I can't confirm all of them, but I want to go ahead and say. I'm just going to say yeah, no, yes.
We're going to go ahead and say yeah, no, yes. Yeah, no, yes, I guess is a correct answer. So you are tied for 2. All right. Well done, guys. Tiebreaker. I think it'll be pretty obvious what you're supposed to shout. There is a man in Britain who legally changed his name to that of a gaming console. You can find him either horizontal or vertical, depending on your personal preference. Many believe he has really terrible memory problems, that being that he can only use 8 megabyte memory cards, and the supplier can't even keep up with the demands.
Nintendo 64?
PlayStation 2.
There you go. There were
okay.
fears that Saddam Hussein were hoarding clones of his fellows to use the terrible crimes against humanity, so much so that Japan had to secure a special permit from their government in order to be able to export the system. Yes, a man in Britain changed his name to PlayStation, and his last name is numeral 2. Mr. 2 is still stuck with that fucking name and probably...
Did you say memory cards or expansion cards?
Memory.
I said memory cards.
I heard expansion cards. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
That's why you thought Nintendo 64?
Yeah. Also, I wasn't sure about the 8 megabyte thing, but I thought I heard expansion, and so I was lost in thought after that. Congratulations again, Jack. You dirty son of a bitch.
Maybe one of these weeks. I didn't win either, so I feel bad. And that makes me want to end this show. This has been the best space Christmas ever. Oh, I forgot to tell the guys I wasn't going to be there. Oh well. I can't wait to listen to the first episode of Mattcast.